So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Corey Davis. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Mike, 58, right there. 65.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackle or miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
On first down, Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The throw right sideline here is complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain
25 yards that time.
First down, Bills.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun now for Brady. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jeffrey Simmons forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check out right. Hot. Slam.
On the counter, it's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They set up the screen for Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. On first down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Is the distance on the punt there, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Brady. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Titans 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Play action. It's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Check 15, check 50. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On first down, Henry. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Intended for Johnson.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So the Titans bring the offense back out to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And that is caught for the 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
49 the month. Come on, D.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He finds Humphreys, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
12 yards there and a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 1st down, Henry, and some room to work, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Titans 21, Bills 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to look deep down the field, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 35 yards that time on the punt.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
1st down, Bills.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Corey Davis, incomplete. Micah Hyde on the coverage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again to Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
2 yards.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run here with Evans. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Evans, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
First throw in overtime for Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, about 3 yards there to the 27.
He was tackled.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal.
Stand up in. Check. Back. Hey.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
M-E-H, man. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.